Well, funny you say that, Tom, because today we're doing our top 10 most valuable players in the Premier League. That's how you transition, guys. I know you missed me. That's what I do. Transition guard here. And who wants to go?
That's awful to listen to.
That was Trent and Van Dijk on the pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
with a boom mic next to them.
Also, don't say he's awful to listen to. He's just doing his job.
Yes. Bit mean, Lou, to be honest.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Right then.
Right, how are we doing this?
Have you done any prep? Have you done any lists this week?
I've got 8 people at the moment. I need to fill in the rest.
So you haven't then?
No,
I'll
you
finish it
you
off,
just
don't
haven't
worry.
actually done the
How about the other ones? Have you done all the other ones that we're doing today?
Yeah.
Can you please do them? Because it's funny when you do lists.
You banned me.
No, we.
Yeah, that was when you
No,
were
I've got
doing it.
Newcastle Arsenal 11. I haven't got
Oh,
Wolverhampton.
right, yeah.
A whole Newcastle team.
Yeah, we
Just ruin
didn't
the
see that
next
one coming,
Who
look.
wants to go first for the most valuable player? I'll go first. Okay.
I'm fine.
I'm back.
Yeah, go first, mate.
All right.
It is nice of you to show up, by the way, on your own show.
I missed 1 week.
This season.
Who's talking to you?
You probably... He's missed
think-
70% of the
I think it's
season.
close that you've been away for as many as you've been here. For.
No, I actually think that's accurate.
I'm not going to rise to your immature behaviours. The end of the season is near, which means there are only 4 Super 6 rounds remaining, everyone. And that means 4 chances to win a £250,000 jackpot and 4 chances to top out our mini league. Saturday's Super 6 round is open and you can make your selections over on the app. Whilst you're there, join our Super 6 mini league using the code PTCH24, where you can also win a £100 classic football shirt voucher. So head over to the Super 6 app for free to have a chance at winning the jackpot. Follow the link in the description down below now to sign up. Good luck.
Go on then.
Right, at 10, I got Van Dijk.
Wait, I thought he was in 11.
No, top
No,
10.
It's top 10?
Top 10 in
Oh, I
players.
mean, I can just take a player out.
Yeah, 10 I got Van Dijk, especially after he renewed his contract.
Okay, my list is shit then.
No, mate, you got to change that 11 into a top 10 now.
No, let him stick with it.
Yeah.
Well,
You have to,
top 10's got
don't
11
you
players.
swap a name.
the one
Don't you
rule on the
change
show
your
is
list.
don't change your list.
I won't
You have to take one name out. Yeah, so at 10 I got Van Dijk. 9 I got Trent. So very on topic there.
How's Trent more valuable than Van Dijk?
Younger.
Oh, so you've done monetary.
Oh, you've done...
Yeah.
You have to take everything into
Consideration. Van Dijk's going towards the end of his career, still one of the best centre-backs in the world, but I think
He's the best.
if you're going to buy a player, Trent will be costing way more money, more valuable.
Interesting you've done it like that. Okay.
I've
tried to do it on balance for everything.
Valuable to the team.
Yeah,
like,
bit
if
of
they were
both.
missing.
Bit of both, I think.
It's a bit of everything, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it? No one asked you though, did they?
You did.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because I think if you are right, Trent would probably cost more than. Well, would he?
Will it be?
Yeah, I think he would.
It'd be
He
quite.
would.
It'd be quite an objective top 10 if we were just doing most expensive players.
Not necessarily. I don't know.
No, because it. Well,
Well, I've tried to
I'm
take
not
everything.
no, I
into
know, but
account.
I'm saying if the list was most expensive players, it would just be a 10 of the most.
Yeah, I'm not
highest value
disagreeing with your
market.
reasoning. I was just wondering what your reasoning
Oh, right, yeah,
was.
that's how I've done it. Sorry. So yeah, 9 Trent, 8 Saliba.
8.
Because defenders, attackers are worth more.
Yeah.
I think. Even though Saliba, will, if he leaves Arsenal, let's face it, Saliba will be the most expensive defender of all time.
Yeah.
But the players above will probably
Go on then.
I
Yeah.
think you're
for
right,
more.
yeah.
Carry on, yeah.
Foden. Then I've got Declan Rice.
You think Foden goes for more than Saliba?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Because of the 10 role is very, or
Yes,
just
yeah.
attacking.
He is
maybe.
still the thing.
He's
the craziest
still-
thing
he's
is he's
still-
still young. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
really
yeah.
What I'd say
for me,
about
but
if we're on about most valuable, like, call me crazy here.
he's not valuable to Man City. You're about
I
to
don't
say.
think,
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
Man City could sell him tomorrow and he'd be fine.
Yeah, they've
So
done
I
all right
don't
with
think he's
that.
in the
Good
top
point.
10
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I wouldn't have Foden in it.
I don't have
especially
Foden in
after
my
this
team.
I don't think he's in
season.
the top 10.
Okay.
But you can. But the problem is he's actually still really expensive because he's 24
And he's English.
and
But,
he's
it's like,
English.
but
and
like
he-
being
and he plays in that role.
expensive but disposable isn't valuable.
No, I know.
It's just expensive.
But you could be £100+
Yeah.
million player and not necessarily be that important.
I feel
to the
like
current squad.
value
Do you
is
think Foden
necessity
goes for 100
with
million?
value, money.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I'd
80,
Wait,
90.
so not 100 million then.
Oh, no, I think he could do, but I think he
I
would
don't see
be
a
like.
world in which if tomorrow
We're forgetting, though, he was like...
if Foden and Saliba left tomorrow, Saliba's going for more.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think
But that is very much
But we're
recency
forgetting,
bias.
it
as
was
well,
only
isn't
a
it?
couple of years ago, he was like Premier League's best player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, yeah, but
Do you know what I mean? Just because he had an off
Was
season.
it was last
Like,
season.
who knows, next season,
it's not even that. It was in the summer with England. Like
Yeah, but
his stocks have plummeted.
Of
man.
course.
You can see he's mentally fatigued though as well. But I think
Can you
next,
see that?
I think you can see that. Yeah. Next season, though,
Psychoanalyst.
next season with no De Bruyne, he could become the man again.
Well,
you know
let's
what I mean?
hope so.
Wait, how much?
But haven't they
Over
tried
one,
to do
two.
that this year? And he just doesn't seem to be.
To be fair, this year he's been injured. He's just look. He's still valuable.
Of
I
course,
think he would
of
still
course.
go. It's reasonable to have him in the top 10. I think.
Reasonable.
6, I got Declan Rice.
Ooh.
5, I got Cole Palmer.
Interesting.
4, Rodri.
I think Declan Rice is more valuable than.
So do I.
you
So
think?
do I. Yeah.
Especially right now.
I definitely agree with that.
I think it would be
Even-
close.
Isn't he what, second or third in the current Ballon d'Or standings?
really?
Yeah.
Who, Rice? Yeah.
He's actually like
Not
I just think
surprised.
again with Palmer though, like, well, okay, let's. I know we're talking about now in December. If we look back in December, only a few months ago,
But that's how
Yeah.
quick
Jay
football
Park-
changes, though, isn't it?
that's very reactive, isn't
I
it?
still think it would have been close then.
Do you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they are next to each other, to be fair, in the list.
Yeah.
After Palmer, I got Rodri.
Mm.
Then I got Isak.
Mhm.
In 3, Saka 2, and Haaland 1.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't mind that at all.
Pretty good.
I'd
man. Pretty good.
actually. I would possibly argue, right, purely because of who he plays for and the whole coming through the academy, that you could put Saka top.
Really?
How much would it take to get Saka out of Arsenal? Like, realistically?
160 mil.
Yeah.
How old is he? 23, 24?
Still young.
England-
Talismanic,
How old's
yeah.
Haaland? That's what people forget as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not disagreeing with your list at all. I think
Yeah.
very fair. But
Haaland's 24.
the fact Saka's come through the academy, like,
Saka's
it would
23.
take so much money to
Yeah.
get Saka out of Arsenal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, an incredible amount of money. But then you got
But the issue is, like, who in the world is buying Bukayo Saka?
it would be Real Madrid, wouldn't it?
That's what I mean.
But
And then how they just replace Rodrigo? Really?
And also, you have to. But the reason I put Haaland just above is just because he's breaking.
I agree with you. I agree
But
with you.
also, notoriously, strikers are more
Oh,
most
for sure.
expensive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Striker,
Yeah,
that's what you need.
of course. Yeah.
And, sorry, and going into what we're doing,
Yeah.
I think Saka's more valuable to Arsenal than
Yeah, no, I
Haaland is
agree
to
on that.
City.
If we were ranking it
Yeah.
that way, I'd definitely agree
Yeah.
with that.
But
No,
he is.
that's
But
a fair
I
list.
feel like not to give away what I'm about to say, but I feel like Haaland is by far and away the most valuable player in the Prem. If that makes sense.
You reckon? What,
Yeah.
monetary?
Yeah, objectively. If someone
Yeah,
if someone looks at the Premier League,
sole money, I think so.
yeah, to buy him out of the Premier
Mate,
League, it's
think
the
about
most
how much,
expensive.
how good he is, and how much he's achieved.
No, yeah.
And at the age of
What's he gonna
24,
cost, really? 200 million, yeah.
yeah, easy.
And I think he's the only person in the Premier League that would fetch 200 plus million.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Fair
Do you think
enough.
Haaland's the type of player though? If he were to leave City, it would be like on a free.
What, in the same sort of way that
Because
he went?
like it's almost one of when like I don't know Messi or someone like that they left. They just no one can afford him, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Right, and they
So
said
the only way
it's
to get him is just run down his
Yeah,
contract.
I know what you mean.
super high wages.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I do
Yeah.
think we've gone back from the Neymar 220
Regressed.
million.
That's
Yeah,
never going to
yeah,
happen
for
again.
sure.
I don't think.
Yeah.
People, clubs just can't afford that.
Yeah, it's
Even PSG
especially
don't wanna do
FFP
that.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Go on, then you do yours. Because mine's obviously different.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
Number 10, I've got Bruno G. Number 9, obviously not spent too much time in the Premier League, but just on like European pedigree, Marmouche. 8, Saliba. 7 on commercial value, and obviously like him being the best player in his position in the world right now, Salah. 6, Rodri. 5, Palmer. 4, after hearing your points, I think I'm maybe a bit wrong with this. I've got Saka. I think he should potentially be higher than my next player, who's Rice. But I just think trajectory-wise, Rice is going to be like the team that buys Rice out if he ever leaves again is going to pay a lot of money for him.
Saka's way more though.
I think Saka's above.
Also, Saliba's definitely more valuable than Salah. Do you not think like? I
Yeah,
think so.
because
You're just
maybe
going on monetary,
maybe
though.
because of his
But yeah,
because of
I
his
think
age right now.
altogether.
But like
But if
Salah's
even
commercial
if-
value to Liverpool is insane.
No, but even if Salah left Liverpool, I don't think it'd be as disastrous as if Saliba left Arsenal now. Which is crazy to say how many goals he scored this season, but I feel like they could.
But
move on with
you're
that.
talking again. You're talking at different ends of the pitch, which is why it's difficult to say that. But Salah, like primarily, like getting 50 plus goal contributions a
Yeah,
year
it's
is so difficult.
Yeah, no,
to,
of course it is. Of course
to
it is.
replace.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah,
is
you
true.
could be right. Saliba could be above Salah, but for me, like he had to be in there. He's pretty much the best player in the world, isn't he? 2, Okay, not in yours. 2, I have Isaac for strike attacks, and then 1, I have Haaland. I think
No Trent or Van Dijk.
no. I get the reasoning for both of them, but I just think that
How much did City buy Marmoush?
70 was it?
I wouldn't have Marmoush over Trent.
Like
Really?
Trent's going for 100 million. If they were buying him, it'd be 100 million minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'd say it's the same with Bruno G.
For what?
Bruno G's a fair shout, I think.
Bruno G's
100 million. Yeah, but
he's pretty vital to
Yeah.
Newcastle and an
who
incredible
have you
player
got on
to
your
buy.
notor like these?
Extra ones I put like Belieber, Lewis Skelly, Nwaneri, Savinho, Foden. Because I didn't know how we were going to do the list, but like Carlos Belieber could go for 100 million in like 2 years' time.
I think that's a fair shout.
Do you know what I mean?
definitely.
But they're not.
Well, obviously, I did an 11, but I can quickly change it, or I can do the 11.
It's up to you, mate.
The
Whichever
11.
one you care
Do
about.
the 11. So I just did it.
No,
like,
you have to make
position-
the 11 a top 10 with those players.
Right. Right, give me a sec then. I'll take him out. And then.
I also did.
I think so. It's actually pretty easy.
I also did have Morgan Rogers.
I debated Morgan Rogers,
Yeah.
but I just don't think he's.
In a year or two, he
Yeah.
could be. Like, 'cause
he's
his-
on the cusp. He's on the cusp.
His player profile is so
and getting very young as well.
like the way that he plays and the kind of player that he is. You don't see that.
I think
anymore in the
they
Prem.
need
It's
to get. It's
crazy.
very critical that they get Champions League football
Yeah,
for his development and just for his value.
yeah.
Value.
He plays 90 minutes a game as well.
It's
like,
so robust.
Insane. Anyway, just stalling for Tom. At this
I'm
point,
just
guys.
waiting. I'm just trying to order them.
Have you got a list, Lee?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go on, you do yours then.
Okay. 10th, I've got Liam Delap.
Why are we doing this? You're a clip farmer and I rate it, man. That is mental.
Luke, right. No, hang on. Let's talk about where Lewis is coming from. Let's see his thought process.
He's got nothing in his head. That's where he's coming from.
Yeah, realistically, Ipswich are probably going to sell him for what, 40 million?
Yeah,
He's got a release clause of like 30
Yeah, his
million.
release clause is 30 mil.
Yeah.
And
But he's very valuable.
for what? For who?
What?
So
He
no,
scored like, what, 10 goals?
We're at a time. What do we have in football? A crisis.
Of what?
Lack of strikers. Never mind that.
Well,
young,
no, there's loads of strikers in the Prem.
Young strikers. Young English strikers.
You have
young
gone-
English strikers with the pedigree.
No, you've gone
What
around
pedigree?
this so wrong,
Well, his
mate.
dad.
You are winding me up here.
Look, you know he's
That's
only,
still pedigree.
Luke, you know he's only 2 years younger than Haaland, 1 year younger than Saka.
I'm telling you, Liam Delap is one of the most sought after players at the moment. Coming into
I
this
really
window,
don't. I don't think
every single
'cause
club
if that
wants
was-
Liam
if that was
Delap.
No club in the top 6 is going to get near him.
No.
Yes, they will.
Who?
Newcastle United.
No, they
No,
won't.
you're not. What,
We
with
want him.
Isaac?
Yeah, back up.
Chop.
Delap's not going to go and be fucking. He's
go-
second
He
in
is
command,
one of the
is
most
he?
sought after
I will
players.
say,
No, he's
Tom,
not.
Yeah,
He's
he
going to
is.
end up at Man United, do a
Tom,
fucking bottom
eh,
half.
no,
I will
maybe.
say, I do think he could go to an Arsenal.
No, yeah, but to
That's
play.
top 6.
To play, but only
But he
because
could be a
only
first
because
teamer.
Arsenal only because Arsenal
He's
don't have
definitely
a
got
striker.
the potential though to be a.
Liam Delap will not go to Arsenal. He's not good enough.
Top. I mean, you have to argue it. Top 10 most valuable players.
No, no,
in the
I
Premier
don't-
League,
no,
said Liam
he's
Delap.
not the top 10 most
Right.
valuable.
He's not even the top 10 most valuables of the bottom half.
Of course he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
He's really not.
He's
He's
not-
top. He's the top. He's the 10th most valuable player currently in the Premier League.
No, he's not,
That
mate.
is honestly one of the worst things you've ever said.
His actual
I'm not even
market value
joking.
is 30 million.
Yeah, because that's his release clause.
That's his release clause.
Yeah,
as
so
soon as
that's
he
but
goes,
therefore
his
that's how
value
much
will
he
go
is,
to
Luke.
90 million.
No way. No way.
He bags a few goals
what player
in
are we
at
talking
Arsenal.
about here?
If he bags
Right,
a few
look,
goals in
look,
his
in the
next
bottom
club,
half, you say he's the most valuable player in the bottom half.
yeah.
In the bottom half, there's Sarr, Eze,
Mbeumo.
Mateta, Cunha,
Kluivert.
Yeah,
Bruno
Semedo.
Fernandes.
What you have to look at is the potential value down the line of Liam Delap.
Literally,
The
yeah.
potential value of him down the line when he gets a
Bowen.
couple of good seasons at a better team under his belt.
Yeah,
his
Solanke.
value is going to be enormous.
idiot, mate.
The value is that you're looking at
about
value
now.
right now. No, the value is what this,
No,
what this
don't pull
asset
this
can
out
become.
going, oh, I'm going to project 3 years' time and this is how much he's
Yeah.
worth. We're doing it right now.
Nah,
That's not
you're
fair.
wrong.
Who's
I'm
more
right.
valuable? Howard Bellis or Delap?
Delap.
Delap.
Howard Bellis is a
Good shout though.
Diblin's more valuable than Delap.
Yeah.
I'll follow Diblin.
Dibblin's
Yeah.
valuable. They're trying to fucking rinse money for him though. It's
Delap-
ridiculous.
Yeah, because they can, because he's so good.
Nah, they can't.
Oh, Luke,
Delap
gonna
will-
pay it.
Delap
Luke,
will-
that is a stinker, by the
Delap
way.
will
That
stay
is
in the
such
Prem.
a
He will
horror.
stay in the Prem though.
Next one, we have Van Dijk. Then we have Saliba. Then we have Lewis Skelly. Then we have Declan
Wait,
Rice.
wait. Skelly more valuable than Saliba?
Again, yes. When you look, I think
What are you on about?
Well,
you
you do.
on
How
about?
have you done this list? You've just picked young English players and given
Saliba's
them.
arguably the best defender in the world.
Yeah,
arguably.
quite,
I don't think
yeah.
he is, but he's arguably the best centre half in the world.
do you know what, the way that Arsenal fans are ranting about Lewis Skelly, it's like you said he was going to be better than Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
We're talking about value. We're talking about a rare player in
Yeah,
a rare
Lewis-
position.
So you're just
How
doing
many
it
left
monetary.
backs?
So you're just doing
No,
monetary.
No,
But
no,
even
no.
that
I'm
doesn't make
talking about
sense.
how many left backs are there in the world? Genuinely, compared to centre backs, far less. It's a rarer position to fill
because
with quality
most teams have
players.
two
Never
and
mind a
one-
quality
two of one and
English
one of the
player.
other.
Look, I will say, like, Lewis
Young
Skelly
as well.
is extremely valuable and he's sensational and will be for many years to come. But you can't say he's more valuable than Saliba.
I can't.
Also,
definitely
you can't say he's more valuable than all the names that you've guaranteed to have omitted because you haven't put them in.
Who?
Bruno
Well,
Fernandes.
whoever's not in the list by the end of it, I'll hear and go,
Well,
Lewis
you have to
Skelly's
wait and
not.
find out, mate.
Yeah, okay,
You
right.
have to wait and find out. Next, I've got Declan Rice. No. Yeah, Declan Rice. Then Saka. It's quite Arsenal heavy in
Yeah,
here.
that is an interesting.
But you do have, if you look at it for
Wait, what position is they? Like 5 and 6?
6th and 5th, yeah.
So you got 4 more players more valuable than
Go on, let's have a look.
Saka.
Bruno Fernandes, 4th.
Bruno Fernandes is not more valuable than Saka.
No,
What
You
are
have to
on
take
about?
no. You have to tip.
not.
You have to put it in the context of the teams that they're playing for as
No,
well.
that's- you know,
Man United lose Bruno Fernandes. They're relegated, mate. Man United don't have Bruno Fernandes.
not- that's
No,
what-
Man
that's
United
what-
don't have Bruno Fernandes next
It is
year.
true.
Where are they, mate? Where are Man United next year without Bruno Fernandes?
Similar.
They're
They're
fucked,
relegated.
mate.
They're relegated.
He's one of the most valuable assets in the Premier League right now, purely because the team that has him
But you're not
cannot
his
afford
age.
to
He's about
lose him.
28.
They
He's 30.
can't
I
afford to
checked.
lose him.
He's 30.
He's 30 years old.
I'll take a little bit of stick about the others, but Bruno Fernandes, if they lose him, they are more than fucked.
No, I agree
Yeah,
with
but
you on that. I do agree with you on that.
you're changing the goalpost here.
I'm not.
'cause now
I'm
it's just
taking
more-
it into
now
an
we're just-
accumulative
This
pot.
is just essential
Right,
to the team, not.
Arsenal were fucking. Arsenal without Saka are a different side as well.
Yeah, but they'll get by better than Man United without
But that's
Bruno
just
Fernandes.
because they're a better team overall. You can't hold that against Saka.
Yeah.
I'm talking about...
Because in
it's
theory, by your
relativity.
logic,
it's
Cunha
Stephen
should be in
Hawkins
the top
taught
3.
this for a reason, mate. It's about relativity.
If this is how you're going, Cunha should be in the top 3.
That's
Say
not
that though,
silly.
Wolves did win 5 out of 5 without him.
That was a lot to do with who they played. though.
Yeah.
Third, Cole Palmer. Second, Haaland. And for me,
Palmer's not more
first,
valuable than
Isak.
Saka.
Yeah,
is he?
no, it's not, mate. All right.
I think Palmer is, yeah.
Why?
What's shown you that?
I don't know. What, you want me to be honest?
Like, no
I
one-
just decided
No
that in
one's
my
a
head.
bigger fan than Cole Palmer than me, but
Well,
Saka is more valuable right now. If they were both to be sold, he'd be sold for far more than Palmer.
Also, he said that Liam Delap is more valuable than Rodri.
Where's Rodri in your list?
I've worked out quite a few that he's
Where's
missed as
Rodri in
well.
your list?
he's
No
got-
Salah either.
Wait,
mate,
Liam
you know.
Delap's
Where's
more
Salah?
He's
Yeah.
more valuable than Salah and Foden.
Do you top 3?
Yeah.
Foden?
Do you top 3?
so it's Palmer, Haaland, Isak.
Isak's the most valuable player in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, that's what they probably. He's one of the most valuable in the world. Yeah,
He's not more valuable than Haaland,
Let's
though.
just skip
he
this.
is more valuable than Haaland. Yes,
I don't think
No,
he
he's
is.
not.
I definitely think he is.
He's really.
I think there's no. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't
I'm not even trying to get. I'm not even trying to get a rattle out of you. There's no way on God's green earth that Haaland is less valuable than Isak at the moment.
I don't understand how your brains work. Because yous are the minority there. Yous are the minority in this. We've had this argument now for about 2 seasons, and slowly, surely, the yous have become the majority to the minority.
Forget all that. Commercially,
Yeah.
on the like,
Talking
earning,
about commercially.
yeah, it comes into value,
He's
mate.
the face of the Premier League. If it's
for-
not Salah or well, he is, isn't he?
No.
Let's be honest. Everything,
No, he
all,
is.
all media revolves around Erling Haaland in the Prem.
really?
It, well, it does.
He's on
though.
£1 million
The
a
fucking
week,
like,
isn't he?
mate, the fifth.
He's the most highest paid player in the league. If he was to be sold, it would be for the most money.
Yeah.
He's playing for the most successful team in Premier League
I don't think he'd be
history, and
sold
he's
for
the
more
star
than.
striker.
I don't
Even
genuinely.
if you made
I
the
don't think
argument,
it's.
even if you made
Oh,
the argument of
actually,
who
Premier League
sells
history.
for more,
Mate,
out of the two, Haaland is the
I
only
don't-
one that would
I
go for
don't-
more than 200 mil.
I don't think
Don't
so.
worry.
No,
I think
yeah, you're
he's.
not.
I think
We'll
if
let that
you
one
to buy
slide, Tom.
Isak, I don't think anyone would pay over 200 mil for
the most.
Haaland.
This team is the most successful,
No,
though,
he
isn't
didn't
it?
pick up on it. It's
Also,
fine.
your logic is so flawed because Cunha should be in 10 at least instead of Delap. If
No.
you're talking about individual importance to the team as well as monetary value.
Cunha's 11th.
Yeah, his list is
That's my
fucking
list.
shocking.
I think it's quite good.
Anyway, in 10th, I've got Salah.
Is this from your 11?
I've changed a few around
Okay.
because I had like Raya.
No,
Alright.
no. You have to include your 11.
No,
We
it's
could
the
take
top
the keeper out,
10.
couldn't we? You
Oh,
could
so you've
take
taken
the
one player out, that's it.
And I've taken Kirkes out. Because I did it by position.
Good shout, to be fair, though.
I had Timber at right back. You'd be happy.
Do you reckon he's more valuable than Lewis Skelly right now, or Gvardiol?
No, I don't. But
No.
I didn't, it was a shit list.
Gavad-
I forgot about Louis Skelly.
Gvardiol was
And
very
Gvardiol.
close.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
my
yeah.
list, yeah.
Yeah.
10th, I got Salah. 9th, Van Dijk. 8th, Bruno Fernandes. 7th, Saliba. 6th, Palmer. 5th, Rodri. 4th, Declan Rice. 3rd, Isak. 2nd, Saka. 1st, Haaland.
So unanimous that Haaland is top.
The
but-
only one I'd argue is the Bruno one, and that's not taking away how
What,
good
he's
he is.
too
Too
high?
high, I think. Yeah, and
Yeah.
but
Over who?
it's
He'd go for more than Van Dijk and Salah, though, wouldn't he? He's £100 million.
like Foden. You got Foden in. I think it's a hard one, isn't it? Because
I just think-
Bruno's the better player by a country mile at the moment, especially at the moment.
My
and also,
thing with
I
Foden
think
is,
he'd be more in demand anyway. If you wanted one
he
player
would
out
be
of
more,
the two,
and I just
Even with
City
his
are
age.
fine without Foden.
He seems to be fine. Yeah.
mate, mate.
I'm not taking
get,
away how
no, I
good
get the
Bruno
argument
is,
of him being 30 and that's his age, and we pulled Lewis up for that. But like, you've got to remember, he's a 30-year-old that's still playing 90 minutes
I
every
agree,
game.
I
And we
agree.
need
He's
to.
clearly
We
his
also
legs-
need to get over the age thing. How old's Salah?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Players nowadays
33?
go like they still play till
Well, Messi
33,
and Ronaldo,
34
exactly.
at the top level.
Yeah.
Like Bruno would go for 100
KDB.
million. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a fucking stinker from Lewis, as always.
Can't believe
Mine
I
this
walked
better
away
than
from
yours.
that.
No,
mate.
no, honestly, makes horrendous.
You said-
It's genuinely.
You had
How-
Timber over Lewis Skelly?
No, I haven't got Timber
No one's
in.
got any Timber.
You
mate.
did.
No, I had Timber at right back.
Kirkes, was it?
Yeah.
He's a left back. I forgot about Lewis Skelly.
But
I
you-
said that.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
so that's a
yeah.
fucking howler.
You did have Kirkes at left back.
Yeah,
instead of Lewis
Kirkes
Skelly,
was
come on.
more valuable
Gvardiol.
over Lewis Skelly.
I don't think that.
would be,
I don't
yeah.
think that.
Well, it's in your list. I don't care what you
No,
say.
it
You think
isn't.
that's what you
He
put on
owns
your
up
list.
to his mistake,
I've
man.
just
Nah,
read
you
my list.
you get left to the hook. I didn't mean mine then.
Did you?
So,
Did you,
no, that's fine. Which one? Which one didn't you mean? All of them, because they're shit.
did
Nah,
you
they're
read
not.
enough names from the Premier League to actually create a 10?
Huh?
When when you came up with your 10, did you read enough names to be like, oh well, he's more valuable than
I
the
just
other?
know in my head.
Okay.
How much do you think Kirkes will go to Liverpool for?
40
60.
mil?
He's 21.
50 mil?
I think it's minimum 50 million.
It's a lot for a left back, isn't it?
He's a lot for a left back, though.
He's 21.
Yeah, I can 40 to 60 million.
So 50.
So
then.
50. Cheers for that.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah.
they do need a Robertson replacement because I mean it's.
Do you
it's
reckon
all
Conor,
going
Conor
on.
Bradley's going to be the right back next year?
Yeah.
I think so,
100%.
purely because Liverpool aren't the type to go out and buy like 7 players.
Yeah.
Also, Slot's comments are we've got to put more faith in Conor Bradley. It's pretty self-explanatory.
I think they'll go and sign a left back. I think they'll go and sign an attacker of some sort,
Yeah.
probably a left winger maybe, or striker. And I think they'll go and get another midfielder. And I think that'll be about it.
Yeah. They don't actually need a lot of players. It's like three.
They need, you know,
Do you think Kelleher might leave?
yeah,
They might need
possibly.
a. Oh wait, but then they've got thingy joining, haven't they?
Mohamed
Mohamed Dash-
Yeah, he's coming back.
Did he?
I think Allison could leave,
No.
and they keep
Go Saudi.
How
How many years has he got left on?
and they
this?
keep Mohamedashvili as the number 1 and Kelleher's the back, or one of the
Keller's
other.
too good to be number 2, I think. Unless they both leave and they just get another keeper.
Who's both going to leave?
Kelleher and Allison.
I don't
That's
think that'll
too
happen.
crazy of a window
won't
for that.
happen.
Yeah.
Too crazy, man.
Well, it would be like losing
I just
both
don't
your
think it would be.
keepers.
I don't think it would be. Also, his reaction yesterday, Allison, it was like he was very like emotional
He
and
got
stuff.
really-
Yeah, he was
up, didn't he?
crying.
I thought
That's what I thought. So I could see a Kelleher. I know
I
Ramsdale's
could
linked
see
with West
Allison
Ham.
leave.
Oh, so
Even in the
you
summer.
think that's like a farewell cry?
possibly. I don't know.
I could see Kelleher going like a West Ham.
But with Mohamedashvili coming
With
back, he's an expensive goalkeeper.
He is
like,
a very
sought after
expensive
goalkeeper. I think.
Gonna be an
Is he
interesting
just going to
summer.
sit on the bench for Allison? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's going to be an interesting summer.
Well, yes, it will be.
All night long.
Well, that was a shit show anyway.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot, man.
I think that was beast mode.
Yeah, that was very
Your
beast
list
mode.
made me feel ill.